Hey viewers, welcome to Vedic Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 20 of the year 2023. This is from the 15th till the 21st of May, and based on Moon's ingress and interaction with all the other planets, because Moon is the swiftest and connects with all the planets one by one in these 27 days when it completes the whole zodiac. It connects with all the planets, all the nakshatras, because Moon actually got married to the 27, Prajapati's daughters. So that is the reason he goes to each and every place and stays for a day. And that's the reason, and the longest stay is in Rohini because that's his favorite, right? So that's what I'm going to be discussing. And you can change the time as per your time zones, because these are based on India time, New Delhi time. That's my base timing. So please change the time zones as per your your time zones, maybe plus minus a day. So that's how this works. And there are many things happening, as you saw in the caption, in the title, that we do have Mercury turning direct. We have Mars ingress in the Pushya Nakshatra. And as it is, it's forming a 6-8 relationship with this Saturn. Saturn is aspected by this Mars. And also we have Sun's ingress in Taurus sign, the sign of practicality. So that's also a very important ingress. I'll be sharing my insights on the same as well shortly, though I'm traveling, but I thought that I will be making the video first. If at all, these are all live sessions. So if at all you are not able to hear me clear, please do let me know. And we do have Venus transiting through the Punarvasu Nakshatra. And we have Mercury transiting through the Bharani Nakshatra again. And we have Venus hemmed between Sun and Mars on the either sides. So again, that's another affliction which is happening in the sky. A lot of affliction, actually. There's it's said that when Mars and Saturn, are forming a 6-8 relationship, generally, there is a lots in store. Some major events happen globally. Because Saturn is masses and Mars is aggression, and Mars is looking at Saturn. So there will be a lot of aggressive tendencies in people, and there will be some major upheavals, uprising also that we can be hearing. And we have Shani Amavasya, Shani Jayanti, which is like the birth anniversary of our dear Saturn, Shani Dev. And it falls on the Amavasya day, and that starts from the on the 18th, 21:42 India time to the 19th, 21:22 India time. So that's also a very important one to propitiate Lord Saturn, Shani. So you can be a little tough on yourself and be a little more pushy, and don't procrastinate, and be more hardworking during this time. That's the remedy I give. You can go to the temple and do the oil thing and all, but that's something that is not going to be helping you that much. If at all there is a strong affliction in the chart. So the donations to the handicapped or the leper patients, or something which actually helps others, and you finish your tasks on time. That is what Shani Dev wants us to do. Quit your karma with people. So that's what this birth anniversary of Shani Dev is going to be teaching us all. He's the, after all, son of sun, Surya. And it is forming a 410 relationship also with this Surya, because Surya is going to be, for not 410, it's going to be, 410 relationship, because Saturn is going to be in Aquarius and Sun is going to be in Taurus sign that time. And there is a new moon, which is in Kritika Nakshatra also, Sun's Nakshatra. So again, I will be sharing my insights shortly. Stay connected with me. In the first half, I'll be explaining the week, and then I will be taking you through to the predictive. So let me start sharing the screen, and wish you all a very happy Shani Amavasya. Oops, sorry. Let me start sharing with you the chart, and I will be sharing my insights on the same. I hope you can see this chart. So as you can see, we have, let me just take you a day ahead when Sun also leaves this zone. Now, firstly, I would like to show it to you that we are having, okay. Saturn is aspecting Aries sign, as you all know. And we do have Mercury turning direct, as you can see, Sun entering Taurus sign. And the trine, which is active from a long time, is Venus, Saturn, and Ketu are in the nakshatra ruled by Rahu. And now this Venus is going to be coming out of it on the 21st of May until the 3rd of June is going to be in the nakshatra ruled by Jupiter, that is Punarvasu. So this is a big time relief that we are going to be getting, because Venus in Jupiter's nakshatra is definitely going to be bringing about some good communication with people. That's some good news, in fact, and you'll be rethinking about doing things in a very different manner. And there is another thing which is happening is that Mars is going to be in Pushya Nakshatra. Mars is leaving this nakshatra of Jupiter and the partial exchange because of Jupiter in Aries sign ruled by Mars, and Mars in Jupiter's nakshatra Punarvasu. Now it's going to be in the nakshatra ruled by Saturn, and it's looking at Saturn also. As you can see, the 8th aspect of Mars is on Saturn. So this is not good. This doesn't look good. There can be some major upheavals uprising in the masses, and people can go aggressive, and the police, the defense, the uniformed people are going to intervene because of this Mars looking at this Saturn. And it's going to be in Pushya Nakshatra also, not to forget, ruled by Saturn again. And we do have Venus. Now, when Venus transits through when Sun is there, as you can see, okay, let me show it to you all. This summary part is very important because, in the sky, what's happening, you get to know. Now, see, Venus is hemmed between Sun, his enemy, and Mars, his enemy also. Can you see? So there is a likelihood that communication suffers globally, with the neighboring countries. There can be complications here and there related to that. And heat, there will be a lot of heat in the climate also. We'll be seeing that, because whenever Mars is ahead of Sun, we feel so. And Sun is going to be in the earthy sign, in the fixed sign of Taurus. So this also brings about, global issues, related to climatic changes and weather changes, and authorities. They become very stubborn. There are major changes that we can be expecting in the government of respective countries, of course. So this is going to be a big time change that we are anticipating. Until the 18th, there is a lot of aggression in people. So we have to be very careful, because Venus, the ruler of the Taurus sign, is hemmed between malefics. So this brings about a lot of issues with the neighboring countries on the whole, and it can also bring about some complications in relationship. And you become a little stubborn also because of this Sun in the sign of the feminine sign and the fixed sign of Taurus. So you are more concerned about your individuality. You want to think about yourself, your money. You're insecure when Sun is here. But you do become quite structured. You have to become very structured. You have to be very practical during this time also. And you look for that stability. Don't be unreasonable. Don't be stubborn. Don't be too indulgent. Don't be stingy. You can be materialistic though, because Sun is what? Sun is a ruler. He debilitates in one of the signs of Venus. And here he is becoming very practical. Sun is not very materialistic. Sun is not overindulgent. Wherever Sun goes, that burns the significations of that place. So here, Sun is going to be looking for solutions which are not very complicated. At the same time, you want to feel little secured about your material growth, but Sun is not going to be letting you that. So insecurities will build up. So that's something that you are looking for, the solution to savings, how you can work through your day-to-day earnings, all of that, you're going to be working through also. And this will bring about a lot of, maybe there is a possibility of some kind of changes in your expression also. And this is a sign which is a very creative sign also. When sun is also a creative and creative one, and sun going to the Taurus sign also brings about a lot of creative skills in you. That's good thing about the sun. But at the same time, we have a Mars in the fourth sign of the natural zodiac. So there is a tug of war between emotions and practicality. So that is something that you will be going through, all of you are going to be feeling and experiencing. But globally, this is not a good combination, which is happening in the sky with the Saturn and Mars forming this kind of a connection. Saturn looking at Aries sign ruled by Mars also. So there is a strong connectivity with the Mars and Saturn here. And Saturn is, Saturn is not too Saturn is not weak right now. Saturn is in its own zone after all. So the masses are actually the ones who are going to be taking the lead here. Sun is weak here. Sun is, as it is, coming out of the Rahu Ketu axis. Even if it was exalted, he is not too comfortable here either. So till the time he joins Venus, or maybe, when he enters the sign of, he'll not be joining Venus, because Venus will be moving into the Cancer sign after this, and then we'll be getting into Leo and coming back to Cancer again. So there is a strong possibility of Sun getting in improvement only when enters Gemini sign. So we have to wait for Sun, the authorities, to get that momentum. Before that, we are going to be experiencing a lot of, we can't rejoice this time because of Saturn being in the sign of innovation, sign of newness. And the masses are looking for some new things, new policies, and only then they will be a little calm. So this is also the time when you should be actually, thinking about growth for your own selves, because, with the Mars's impact on Saturn, this is going to be triggering a lot of energy and a lot of new things in your lives also. Anyways, this is something which is going to be a positive thing. I would suggest that, you just stay calm rather than, making decisions in impulse. Venus is the happiness questioned, it's suffering. Jupiter is the happiness questioned, it's suffering with Rahu. So you see the most malefic, the most benefic planets, they're suffering right now. So there is less grace in the sky of Jupiter and Venus, and malefic planets are, just making a good connectivity with each other and really playing foul play, I would say. So we have to be very cautious. We have to take care of our mental setups so that, there is some peace maintained around the globe, okay, all across the globe. Sun is going to be in the nakshatra of Kritika from 12th of May till the 25th of May. So it's going to be this week in the Kritika nakshatra, where the new moon is also taking place. And we do have moon is going to be ingressing the three signs of Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. So please make a note of this, because that's how the week will unfold. So in Pisces, from the 15th to the 16th, Aries 17th, 18th, 19th first half, then Taurus 19th latter half till the 21st. So moon is going to be in Aries and will be conjunct Jupiter and Rahu and Mercury, and Saturn is looking here. So there is an exchange, there is a strong yoga which is forming with Jupiter and Moon joining there. That is the Gajakeshari yoga, and we have Moon Mercury combination also. So this is also going to be bringing about a lot of uneasiness to you all, because Moon Mercury is a logic and emotions combination of that, and confusion because of Rahu. So you have to be very careful when you're making major decisions. It's Aries, as it is an impulsive sign, so you can go haywire in making decisions. You can make decisions in impulse. So be careful about all this when, especially 17th, 18th, 19th first half. So don't jump into any conclusion so quickly. Then we have Taurus, that is 19th. So that is when, we start off with the new moon. So that happens on the 18th till the 19th, when moon will be conjunct the sun. And moon will be, of course, not leaving Aries sign by the time, because its angular distance with sun is going to be very close. So that's the reason the Amavasya, the new moon, starts on the 18th in the night. And that's the time when you should keep some rice or, sugar or milk, something like that in white by your bedside. If you feel that your moon is weak, though this remedy is, anybody can do it, and you can just donate this in the morning, the next morning to, to anybody who is in need of, or who is, the underprivileged. So you can just donate it to anybody, or your house help if you want to. So that is something that you can do on the on every new moon and full moon. This remedy is, it works wonders, and at least you feel that peace. And you should drink water in the silver cup or a bowl. You should just store water in that and then have water, because if you are you're very anxious, then you should do this remedy for sure. And people are under stress, and they are anxious these days, because this is a Kali Yuga, and this is the new age era, where people are just, getting too much of anxiety and stress because of their work and the environment and the surroundings around. So you must do this remedy. Okay. So this is what is the week looking like. And now we move on to the predictive. So let's start with, this is based on ascendant, moon, and I always say and. Why? Because that's the important most one. So you should see from ascendant also, from moon also, and from Dasha sign. Suppose you have any kind of planet, whose Dasha is on. Suppose you are having your Venus Dasha, and Venus is placed in Libra sign in your natal chart. So you should go to the Antardasha, because it's a long Dasha of 20 years. So suppose you are in Venus Saturn, and Saturn is placed in Virgo. So make Virgo your first house and see how the transit positions are in the sky. So from Virgo, in the 8th house, we have a lot of planetary configuration right now. So Virgo people are suffering because of that. So surely you should make the chart of the ascendant or moon and the Dasha sign wise. Okay. So let's start with Aries first. So for Aries, this week, moon is going to be in your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. So moon is hemmed between two malefics, Rahu and Saturn. So you will be feeling quite isolated to start with on the 15th and the 16th. So I would suggest that, just lie low and don't make hasty decisions right now, because, you will be really feeling uneasy and uncomfortable to start with. There's a lot of workload. Maybe you have to travel, and there is a lot of uneasiness because of that. Mercury, though, is going to get direct, so which brings about good communication and travels also. You have been planning you have been planning to travel also from a long time. So this is going to actually trigger all of that. But at the same time, when moon is in the 12th house in Pisces, you actually have that meditative zone, you get into. So you might be hearing some music related to meditation, calming music. And from moon, you can see Venus is in the 4th house. So you will have some connection with your friends also during this time. Maybe you will be thinking about them. You'll be forming a connection with your children. You might be getting maybe you're thinking about them. You're not getting connected, but you're thinking about them a lot, or they become the area of worry at times, so that is the day when you will feel the anxiety even more. So just be prepared, because we're heading to the new moon also. So you can do the remedy related to the rice donation, or milk donation, or sugar donation. If you can do that, this is also good, because cycle is coming to an end. So whenever moon is in the 12th house, you should perform the remedy of donations in something in whites. So this will calm you, because for 2 days, moon stays 54 hours, moon stays in one sign. So that's the reason, it is very essential to do the remedies during these 2 days for pacifying the anxiety, anxious moon, actually. Okay. Then, of course, moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, and that's happening on the 17th, 18th, and 19th first half. So this is the time when you will be starting a lot of things. You're having many things on mind as it is. You're going to be thinking about your emotional, setup also, how people are perceiving you. You're saying something, people are just not taking it correctly, or maybe, there is lots on your plate, and you're not able to complete the task that you have been assigned, or you're just thinking about how you can be doing things in a proper manner. There is a lot of turmoil, mental anxiety, curiosity, and confusion also during this time. You want to learn many things, you want to maybe do PhD, you want to enhance your skills, but nothing is working your way, so you're quite anxious about it. So this might bring about some changes, which actually they will trigger, and it might just be out of impulse you make those changes, you take it out. So that's something that you have to work on during this week very cautiously. And don't make any impulsive decisions related to property matters, travels, or as a matter of fact, buying and purchasing of some jewelry, ornaments, or vehicle, or as a matter of fact, any kind of litigation, loans. You should be very cautiously making those kinds of decisions as well. Don't get involved in any kind of speculation, because investments, heavy investments, if you will make, they will you will incur losses. They will turn into losses later. So this is not the time to go ahead with the investments. Plan them well. In case you're thinking of accumulating some wealth, saving some money, sun is there, Amavasya is happening, or we can say the new moon is happening in your second house. So this might trigger relationship issues with your family also. So you have to be cautiously playing out on that. You will be getting a lot of clarity about your family issues. Don't be too egoistic about it. Egoistical nature of yours might just aggravate during this time. You might just dominate your family members, and thinking that, I can do it all. That might just backfire. So be careful about it. Just get, on that zone where you get, the cordiality is maintained, rather than just opposing your own people. Take the advice of the experts, take the help of your family members. They will help you out in the decisions that you have to make. And there is a probability that you will be going in for some outside eating, etc., dining out, etc., which will give you some health issues, stomach issues also. So be careful. Take care of your dental issues, eyesight issues also, if at all you are having. So don't ignore it. Just go to the doctor on time. This is a very, this is a week where you will be feeling a lot of energy right now, related to your friends, related to your family. Emotional bent of mind is also going to be actually fully on the full swing. So you will be having a lot of I will not say turmoil, but anxiety this week. Okay, do the remedies to pacify moon, and you will feel better. Do your work, because this is Shani Amavasya, and this is the birth anniversary of Lord Shani also this week. So just try to don't procrastinate. Try to finish off the tasks that are in your hand first, and then pick up more. Okay, get connected with the foreigners, get connected with the people at the workplace, take their help, take their advice. They will help you and guide you through also. Okay. For student natives, because I keep getting that what about the students? For student natives, it's a good time, if they are thinking of taking up internship, going for higher studies. This is definitely, because Jupiter, the Jiva Karaka, for you is transiting your first house with Rahu. So definitely you're going to be traveling overseas. And this is a very good time for making decisions about your university election, or you want to go in for some competitive exams also. So this is going to be a good time for you also, because Sun and Saturn are forming a 4-10 relationship also. So this is definitely going to trigger up. And Mars is also looking there. Good week for students, at least. So thankfully, coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses this week. So moon is going to be in the 11th house for you to start with. Very good time. At least the week starts on that great note. So you will be forming a good connection with your family, with your friends. You will be thinking about growth, how you can make money out of money. All of that is going to be the highlight of the week, and it's going to be uplifting you also. You will be getting good ideas. Many ideas are coming into your head, and as it is, you want to be you feel little authoritative also during this time, because sun is in your first house, transiting your first house. So you will be having, it's like an exalted sun here. As it is, sun has been suffering because of Rahu's presence in Aries sign and could not give the results of its exalted nature. So here he feels comfortable. Why? Because it's going to be giving you many ideas. You're going to be very creative. You will be getting connected with your children, and you're going to be getting connected with your mother, because it's fort and relationship with its own lordship. It's moving towards, inching towards Leo sign also. So for Taurus natives, it's very essential to connect with their mothers, with their mother, and also this is the time to send off your siblings to the overseas lands, if they are planning already. So this is a good time to get connected with your siblings also and help them out if at all they need your guidance. And accumulation of money is also quite possible this week. So make decisions very wisely. Venus is going to be transiting through the nakshatra of Punarvasu, Jupiter's nakshatra. So it is going to be elevating you financially, because Jupiter is your 11th lord after all. Moon will be transiting through Aries sign, and then lastly through the Taurus sign, where it is going to be exalted, but there is a new moon. So we will be having a lot of, connectivity that is going to be forming because of the foreign connections, or maybe you feel a little isolated and you want to work on your tasks privately, or behind the scenes. So you're going to be doing a lot of work, but not in the limelight. You're going to be contemplating on bigger picture. You want to do things which are actually now going to be triggering a new chapter in your life. So you are feeling the energies now starting again. You're recovering, you're on the rejuvenation kind of a feeling now. So you might take a retreat, you might take a, just maybe rest for some time, at least on the, on the 17th, 18th, and 19th first half. Just lie low, maybe you're preparing for your presentation, taking the help of your colleagues. All of that is going to trigger up as well. And this will bring about a lot of connections with the people at the place of work also. They will be also giving you a lot of importance. You are an important person, of course, but this is not a good time for relationship. You can have issues in your relationship because you have your in the sixth house from the seventh house, we have a Rahu energy waiting there, and we do have Ketu in the sixth house aspected by Mars. So when Mars looks at the sixth house zone, so any kind of litigation, surgical process that can happen. So you have to take care of your health also. Mars is looking at Ketu from the third house. So anything to do with your mouth region, shoulders, neck region, if at all you're having some pain, so just don't ignore it. Go to the doctor and see there is something that you have to actually, take help of or advice from the maybe consult 2-3 doctors and then decide about your ailment that you're going through. Also, Saturn is transiting your Kendra. Sun is also there. So it's a good time for any kind of government job, anything to do with your elevation at the workplace also. There is definitely the workload, which is going to increase exponentially. Hard work is the key. And Venus is also in your second house. So it's giving you a chance to improvise on yourself. It's like, you're going to be coming, rising from the ashes, that kind of a feel you'll be getting this week. And when there is a new moon, so you, as it is, feel that you have come out of that darkness. Now you're looking at the bigger picture, the light after that dark hole. Okay, so this is definitely a very positive week for you. Just that you have to take care of your relationship. Don't get involved in any kind of court cases, litigation, disputes. That is not going to be helping you. It will impact your health directly. Okay, and get into that zone of meditation. Do something which actually elevates you rather than getting involved in any kind of politics, etc. Don't get into any kind of backbiting, gossiping, etc. Don't be a gossip monger. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. This is a very good time for, first of all, getting connected with your office work. You have to get connected with the colleagues, you have to take their help, you have to work through maybe you have got new bosses to deal with, and it's not a good situation right now, of course, because 10th house is hemmed between malefics with Rahu on one side and Saturn on the other. Though Jupiter is in between, thankfully that's a saving grace, so somebody friendly to you at the workplace will help you. But at the same time, this moon is having a Mars in the trine, so you will get very, very hyper at the place of work. So the best thing is that you get involved in something, look for something which actually helps you vent out your energies, and not aggressive. You can work aggressively, but don't be aggressive towards people. So just focus your aggression towards work, towards earning, towards elevating yourself materially. So this will help you. At the same time, there is a connection, strong connection with this Saturn and Jupiter also this moon has. So this is a good time to enhance your skills, work on yourself. You have to upgrade yourself. This is the time to upgrade yourself. There is a strong connectivity with the foreigners, foreign clients, because it's you have, as it is, a Pisces sign in your 10th house. So you definitely have a connection with the foreigners more, and you will meet the right kind of guru also. Maybe, you will be coming across, taking the help and seeking advice from somebody who is going to help you out with whatever problem and issues you're facing. And there is a Ketu energy right opposite Jupiter, and Ketu is the servient one, towards Jupiter. So this is also the time when you will be feeling that, your children are listening to you. They are getting upgraded. They are going to be traveling. Maybe they are working on themselves, grooming themselves also during this time. It's a very positive time for you, your family connectivity also. Just take care of your mouth region. Don't eat greasy, oily foods. Don't eat cold food also. This might lead to stomach problems, and your mouth region, you have to take care of. And the speech, don't be too aggressive. You will be, emotionally, what happens, you erupt when Mars is in the Cancer sign. You feel that, you want to say so many things, but you keep them to yourself. And then suddenly, you one fine day erupt with emotions with Mars in the second house. So you watch out. Don't just, because for Gemini natives, Mars's ingress is very important, because Mars gives negative impact to you whenever it's forming a connectivity with Mercurial signs, or is forming a connection with Mercury. So here, Mars is going to be in Purnarvasu Nakshatra, Jupiter's Nakshatra, and Jupiter is conjunct Mercury. So this is actually going to be triggering all the communication gap or some aggression in you. One fine day, you'll erupt. So be careful about all of that, and just say good things to everybody, just try to maneuver yourself, and don't get involved in any kind of heated arguments during this time. It's not going to help you. And we're having moon transiting through your 12th house lastly, and that's when, it's going to be in Taurus on the 19th, latter half till the 21st. So this is the time when you will be actually thinking about yourself, about, isolating yourself, and thinking about what all has happened. Now, where to start? All of that foundation you're going to be keeping, and you're going to be laying that foundation and going to be moving further on. So that energy is definitely going to be uplifting you, because when you isolate yourself and you think in that isolation, you might just come up with amazing ideas. So maybe you will be getting all of the ideas related to your finance. You can spend also because it's a Taurus sign there. So you might just be spendthrift, you will be buying something about for your house, or redoing your house, your place. Or it could be that you're going to be learning new subjects during this time. Forming a connection with the foreigners will help you also. So this is a good time for you for that reason, because when you are changing, you're changing towards better. So definitely it's something which we all anticipate also. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, your Lord, that is Moon, is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. Good transit for you, because 9th, 10th, 11th houses are very positive houses, and the luck is by your side to start with, and it is going to be giving you upliftment. There's a lot of aggressive tendency, which is a passive aggression actually. You're not able to show that aggression to anybody. Travel plans are going to actually materialize also. So in case you're having anything to do with your a financial growth, anything that you're thinking of doing, which which you are not able to, which is all stuck up energy, blocked energy. So that's going to just take momentum. At the workplace, people are conspiring against you. Rahu energy is there. You're being pulled down. Jupiter is not getting that kind of energy. Actually, when there is a Rahu eclipses the luminaries, sun and moon. So it's very difficult for the other planets to get energized with Rahu's presence, and that too in the base sign of basics, So the basics, the basic intention to work, or maybe, we can say the basic quality, that is required to work at the workplace, for you is missing. The work ethics are missing. So you, with Jupiter's energy there, there is a tug of war going on, you are trying to come out of those negatives and you're not able to break that wall. So you are feeling quite uneasy. Thankfully, Mercury is turning direct this week. So this will give you some momentum, some, whatever, has been blocked energy is going to get that vent also. But remember, Mercury is moving backwards and Mercury is moving forward and Rahu is moving backwards. So it's going to be bringing about a lot of, energy, which is going to be difficult for you to handle also. And what's best is that stick on to, lie low and just stick on to the job that you're doing. Maybe the bosses only change and they absorb you in the new company or the new firm that you're going to be heading to. That kind of change definitely is anticipated with Saturn also aspecting the zone. So you can wait for the change towards change of situation towards better. Don't make decisions yourself. Just flow with the flow. This is not the time to go in for major changes, with Saturn also looking at the 10th house zone. And see, Saturn is in the 8th house in Rahu's nakshatra right now also. So you can expect some major changes coming your way, it's time for transformation. You have been doing, the mundane tasks, the routine things from a long time, maybe, so that blocked energy. Now you want that change. So this is the time when, you will get that change. You're getting at it. So just accept and go ahead with it and form a good connection with your friends, take their advice, take their help. And you will be having with Sun in the 11th house good connection, with the influential people. You will get connected with your senior vice presidents or the vice presidents, or the at the CEO level. You'll be forming a good connection now with the influential people, with Sun coming out of your 10th house. So this is a very positive time for travels, for expenditures, because Venus is in the 12th house. You're going to be spending a lot of money. Don't waste on on things which you really don't need, because this will be like too much of unnecessary expenditure also. Mars is looking at your 4th house, Ketu's as it is there. So take care of your mother's health, take care of your family and your relationship with your family members also. It might just bring about some separative tendency, or you're going away from them, maybe you're temporarily traveling and you're leaving your parents, or you're going abroad or overseas. That is also quite possible. You're separating. So this is going to be, whenever there is affliction in the 4th house, I've seen people moving, shifting out from the place where they are from a long time. It could be anywhere. So brings about those energies also. So this week you have good connectivity forming with the Sun and Venus combination. And of course, you have a Mars in your Lagna, which is your 5th Lord also. So 5th Lord, which is the Yoga Karagraha in the Lagna, so definitely good for your children also. Children are going to be joining some job, or maybe, at that age level. And also maybe they are going to be moving out of the country, away from you also, quite possible. Okay, because it's in the trine to it's a Yoga Karagraha, and Saturn also it's aspecting, being the 7th and the 8th Lord. Mars is looking at this zone, so definitely some changes coming your way. Okay, accept it. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. And for Leo natives, this is the transit in the 8th, 9th, 10th houses this week of Moon. And Moon is forming a strong connection with to start with it's in trine to Mars, then it's going to be joining Rahu, Jupiter, Mercury, and then lastly Sun. So this is going to be giving you a lot of hard work this week. You're going to be actually getting a little anxious, also aggressive, also mixed kind of a feeling, to start with, and then you will be, or maybe you're traveling, it could bring about a lot of travels and journeys also. So moon is going to be on the 15th and 16th in your 8th house. 8th house is Chandrashtama. Don't think that it is going to be all bad. As we say, it's bad, 8th house energy is Dosthana. But remember, this is going to be bringing about a lot of emotions in you. You learn a lot. It's the house of death, transformation. 8th house, for that reason, you become very emotional. And then you come up with new ideas, new beginnings. And here you're going to be meeting Jupiter, then Rahu, then Mercury, one by one. And it is going to be bringing about logical reasoning to you. What do you want to do? How you can improvise on yourself? How you can look at the bigger picture in a different manner? You're going to be adventurous. You're going to be doing things which are going to be helping you out. And also it's going to be bringing about some changes directly, indirectly in your life also. You'll be coming across a guru. You'll be taking consultation with some astrologer also could be, or you will be acquiring some, skills and knowledge also. So just be prepared for that. And maybe, just a random subject or random book you pick up and you just start reading. That also is possible during this week. This happens on the 17th, 18th, 19th, first half. Then moon is going to be in your 10th house, and there is a new moon, and Shani Amavas says also there, that is Shani Jayanti, which is the birth anniversary of Lord Shani. So when sun and moon are in the Taurus sign, so this is a very positive time to start thinking about your material growth. You're feeling little secured, that security that you're looking for. Now you will be getting that security about wealth, how you can look at the future. You'll be deciding now lot many things, because this new moon is very important, because it is not in the Rahu Ketu axis. Okay, because we have had eclipses last time. So Kritika means that you're going to be very nurturing kinds. You're going to be nurturing your family, yourself. You'll be changing your food habits, how you can make money out of money. So all of that, or maybe you'll be changing the place, your bosses change. There is some change which is anticipated for you guys. So definitely you have to don't be stubborn, don't be rigid, be flexible, and be, in that mode where you accept things. Saturn is looking at Mars's sign, and Mars is looking at Saturn also. And Mars is your yoga karagraha. As you can see, it's the 4th and the 9th lord. So this is the time when you will be making some major decisions related to your property matters. You'll be buying, selling property, buying a vehicle. In case you're thinking of any there can be aggression. This will bring about passive aggression in your partner. There can be that the partner is not vocal about whatever the energies that partner is feeling, but at the same time there is going to be cordiality maintained, because Venus is also in trine to Saturn. So this will bring about maybe spiritual growth also in your partner, and you will also be guided by your partner. Maybe you will be taking the help of your partner to grow, and advice of your partner maybe will be helpful. Maybe some of your friends you will be getting connected with. You'll be very well connected with your partner, or maybe you will find somebody at the place where you are moving around with your friends, and you meet your potential partner there. That's also quite possible this week. Quite a very charged up energy this week. In case you're thinking of growth for your children, sending them away from the country for overseas studies, or any kind of competition that you're looking for, that success. So that is also coming your way, because Saturn is Sun are both in the Kendra. So this means that you're going to be getting success in the government job. If your exam you're going to be taking up, so this is going to bring about some positive news for you. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So let me write it here. So for Virgo natives, this transit of moon is happening over your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. And it's going to be bringing about a lot of emotional bent of mind with your partner. Health issues to the partner is also anticipated with 8th house energy of Ketu from the 7th house. So take care of your partner's health, partner's, financials, maybe with your with your in-laws, you're having some complications this week. So make sure that you are taking good care of your relationship. This is the week when you should take care of your, attachments, emotional attachments. Don't expect too much from your own people. They might just not be giving you that kind of satisfaction or reciprocation in the relationship. So you might just feel a little uneasy because of that. Or maybe with your friends, you're going to be detaching. You feel that you're showing all the love and affection, and they are not helping me out with whatever I'm feeling, or they are feeling a little uneasy also in their own world. So don't expect a lot from people right now. You might be very impulsive also during this time. So take care of your aggression. Rahu is in the 8th house, so take care of your health. Ketu is in the 2nd, so take care of your eyesight, dental problems, and stomach related problems. Don't eat anything which upsets your tummy. So eat right kind of food. Seek help and advice from a dietitian before you jump into any kind of diet plan. Don't do it yourself. It might just backfire. Saturn is in your 6th house, so this might bring about some health issues which are prolonged. You will get relief, but at the same time, Mars is also looking here. So not a good time for litigation. Don't get involved in any kind of court cases, disputes, health. You have to take care of your diet for sure. You work out because Mars is looking at the 6th house. So be involved in some sports activity. Take up that. Start from this week itself, because Mars is in moon sign and moon is going to be transiting the 8th house also this week. So this might bring about some newness in you. You might be just starting with something new, something different, something big. You will be thinking and contemplating on. Maybe you will start studying more. You'll be taking up some course. You're thinking or contemplating on shifting out from this place to another place. Overseas journeys on cards. Sun being the ruler of your 12th house is transiting your 9th. So this will bring about some changes in your workplace and place where you are residing right now. As it is 4th lord is in Rahu Ketu axis, so this brings about some changes, change of place, change of job, bosses change with Venus in the 10th house zone. So this will bring about some changes definitely, which are anticipated at the workplace for sure. And maybe some female counterparts are going to be helpful. You're going to be communicating more with the female counterparts. And this is going to be giving you a lot of energy towards contemplating on your friends also. They'll be weeded away, which you feel is actually required right now. Maybe after Mercury is turning direct, you will be getting that clarity also. Your Lagnesh is getting direct after all. So you will get the clarity, who's who, what's happening in my life, what kind of people I really want in my life. So this is a very positive time for your, of course, your, to understand the people around you. Sun in the 9th house is not good for the father's health, because Sun is in its in the zone which represents father. So you have to take care of your father's health, and the best is that you maintain cordiality with your father. As it is, there is the dispositor lord is in the 10th house, so there is a transfer of your father also, maybe from in the workplace. He gets promoted or transferred from the place. And how long should Virgo not take up a court case? See, court case is till the time Mars is in the sign of Cancer. Avoid, because it's going to be till the 1st of July there. So avoid. Don't get involved in any kind of litigation, disputes, and take care of your health also, as I said, because Saturn is there. So it gives prolonged diseases, and whatever, said and done, it's in Rahu's nakshatra. So take care of your, and it's going to be in Rahu's nakshatra till the 17th of October. It's going to be turning retrograde also next month. So retrogression will be good for you because it's in the Dusthana. When it turns retrograde, it will give you some relief. But involving yourself in a litigation and all, you should avoid right now, because it's actually, Ketu is also there in the trine to Saturn. So this is not a good thing, not a good time for you. Good for job change. Venus is in the 10th house. You will be lazy though. You will not be able to, you are procrastinating. You should not. Just try to finish off everything quickly after Mercury goes direct. Any which is 15th onwards, you will be feeling that you are now getting that momentum. Take care of your health. Again, I repeat. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, Libra. I don't know what happened. So for Libra natives, I was going backwards. So for Libra natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses, Dusthanas, and 7th houses, as it is, having Rahu energy. So you have to take care of your mental setup, start working out. Mars is looking at Saturn, and Mars is also, in the sign ruled by Moon. So at the same time, you're going to be overloaded with work. You're going to be very joyous also, because Mars is Digbali. So you are going to be 7th Lord in the 10th, means there is some change coming for your partner in your workplace, or for you also, there is a challenge that you have accepted and you're going to be actually doing it. You're going to be performing really well. A good time for purchasing of property, land, selling of property, good time for getting connected with your partner. Maybe a female guru you will be getting connected to. You'll be taking advice and help from someone who will be guiding you through. Saturn, Ketu, and Venus are forming a direct connection, being in the trine. But Venus, thankfully, is coming out of the Ardhara Nakshatra. So this is going to be a good time to start something new, learn a new subject, go ahead if you are thinking of to the foreign land, travels on cards, though it is not going to happen immediately, but surely you're planning everything. You are filing the visa applications are just being planned, and you're just applying for the PR. All of that is actually going to get the momentum, because Mercury is also turning direct, and Mercury is moving forward now. So there is a good time for doing things which are lying pending or delayed till now. So things are going to get better. See, there is a past life connection. It's a Purva Punya, house of Purva Punya in the 5th house, which is Saturn's presence there. So you have to do for others, be charitable, get connected with some NGO, some place where, you can quit your karma with, help others, be more charitable. This is the time when you can, come out of that zone. It's a very beautiful time for you to go ahead with it. Mars is also looking, see, there's a lot of affliction in the 5th house. Can you see that in the trine to Saturn is Ketu? Then there is Mars. So maybe get a girl married who's in the marriageable age. Help her. Who's underprivileged, who can't afford. So get her married. And also, help your siblings. Help your siblings if you have one or two. Just help them. Okay. Form a good connection with your partner. Be cordial. Take the advice and help of your partner, your spouse, your partner, or your friend, the potential partner. Okay, this is a good time for getting into any relationship also, because 5th house is having Mars's and Venus's influence also, directly, indirectly. So this is going to be a good time for getting into a relationship. This is going to be bringing about some journeys, and maybe the boss is also changing, the workplace, because Jupiter is also, being the ruler of your 6th house, is in 6th house in trine to Mars. So this is going to bring about some changes. Moon is going to be in the 8th house of yours. That's going to be on the 19th latter half till the 21st, the whole day. So this is the time when you should actually do some kind of donations, rice, milk, sugar, because stress levels are pretty high with Ketu in your 1st house, of course, and Mars is looking at your 1st house also. So you have a lot of tendency to lose your cool often. So you should donate, or you should start drinking from silver cup, water from silver cup, so that you remain a little calm. Eat cool things, not heaty things. Okay, don't have much of non-vegetarian food, have sattvic food more, so you are relaxed and calm. Okay, have more salads, add greens to your meals. That will help you. Okay, so just have a calming impact on your self, do some kind of meditation, relax, because there is a lot of aggression that you're going to be experiencing with Mars also, and anxiety also with Mars looking at Ketu. And take care of your health, because Mars and Ketu combination is a combination of accidents and surgery also. Though Jupiter is looking, don't worry, I'm not scaring you. Jupiter is looking at your 1st house, so there's a big time saving grace. Study more, pay attention to maybe do some PhD work, research work. That will help you. That will actually balance things out. Just a remedy. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses this week, and is forming a straightaway connectivity with the planets Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, and Mars and Sun also this week. So this is going to be a good time to go in for some kind of hobbies, take up some hobby, take up some games, take up some recreational activities to start with, because you need that break. You have to get connected with your own self. Sometimes you need that, you need to unwind. So get connected with your own self. That is the reason 5th house is the house of Purva Punya. You get that time to contemplate on whatever is happening in your life. You get that time to understand people more, understand yourself more. That is why this is the house of children also. This is the house of progeny. So that's the reason you have to become a child to understand yourself, that child who is pure, who's innocent. So this is the time you should actually get connected with your own self. So just do things which you haven't done from a long time. Give yourself a break, take a break, do things which actually give you up, which uplift you, which uplift your mood. Yeah, so that is something which will actually tone down the emotional bent of mind of yours also. You're having that passive aggression, you're feeling those kinds of energies which which you're not able to share with others from a long time. Now you're going to be feeling the calming energy. Now you can do that easily, and that's happening from the 15th to the 16th. 15, 16, both days, you can just spend time with your own self, where you or get connected with your own children. Okay, and it's a good time for procreation also. Anything that you are having, creativity or anything, get connected. Maybe you are a poet and you start writing poetry. That is also possible. And then Moon will be forming a connectivity with Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury. Mercury is turning direct in your 6th house. So this is also going to be giving you some newness in your job. Workload is going to increase. You're going to be looking after your health also, fitness regime, organizing everything, decluttering the environment. Rahu is there. Declutter your environment. You have just stacked up your books in a very bad way. Just organize them. I always like books to be kept in a very proper manner. Suppose we must respect whatever we are learning, the subjects, the books. We must keep them with care and give them that respect. Okay, so just declutter your environment. If there is a lot of stuff around you, messy things happening, so you just clear them this week, so that you have that clarity in your mind. When everything is scattered, you feel that uneasiness any which ways. You're not getting that clarity. The outside and inside is needs that decluttering. So organize yourself well, look after your health, get into that zone where you're working out, you're following that fitness regime also. You're going to be feeling quite uneasy because of this Mars looking at your 4th house. So the happiness, house of happiness, mother's lap. So you're missing out on that. You may be traveling overseas, you're leaving your country and going overseas, and maybe you're visiting some shrine, you're visiting some religious place. Often you're going to the religious places also, taking up the tours where you're going to be making a trip to the Navagraha temples, something like that, where you are connecting with the idol worship. So that is also quite possible during this time. And Mars is looking at your 12th house, Mars is looking at your 4th house. So there is a possibility of travels for sure, overseas journeys, in case you want to change the place. That is also quite possible with Saturn ingressing your 4th house. Any which ways, these are triggering. Government job, feeling that disconnect with your partner is also possible. Maybe you're separating from the partner because of your travels, or maybe you're going to be shifting out somewhere else and the partner is working somewhere else. That's also quite possible. The partner is going to get elevated at the workplace, promotion on cards, quite possible. Okay, so all of that is going to be there this week, and it's a new moon and Shani Amavasya, Shani's birth anniversary. So just be meticulous about your jobs, be organized, do things in a proper manner, and don't be lazy. Okay, be more hardworking and you will be paid off well. This Shani will bless you. Going to the temple is not going to help you that much as it makes some behavioral changes right now. So this is the time, after the new moon, you will feel that you're going to be a changed person altogether. Okay, if you work on yourself. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. So this is the time when you will be getting connected with your family, with your mother. You're going to be redoing your place. You want to maybe travel from the place where you are, and it is going to be a little uneasy approach towards life for your mother. She's having some complications, or it can also bring about some complications in your change, with a change of place. Maybe you're not able to settle down right now. You're feeling a little uncomfortable. You've shifted out and you're not that well settled. So that is also quite possible. See, the 8th house from the 4th is very heavily afflicted with Saturn, Ketu, Mars, Venus, they're in the trine, and Mars looking at Ketu also. So these are the combinations which are not good for your friends, also, and the connectivity with your friends also. And for investments, this might just backfire. You just invest and then you just don't get it. You don't get that kind of treatment. You don't get that kind of reward from or reciprocation from your friends. And it's said that, the bad friends get weeded away, who are opportunists in your life, who backstab you. They're going to be getting weeded away, or you weed them away, yourself. Quite possible. You are just going to separate them from your life. And it's not good for your mother, but 4th house affliction. So not good for purchasing of property, not good for your mother's health, because 8th house is afflicted from the 4th. And this might bring about some change in your bonding and chemistry with your children also. Children can also be going overseas and learning more, or maybe acquiring more knowledge, going in for some learning, higher studies. It could bring about some changes in their personality also. And Saturn is also looking at, after all, your 5th house. So this might bring about some changes any which ways when Saturn looks here. Jupiter is there. So that's the double transit I've made the video on already. So this might bring about some changes to do with your children. Displacement from the place where they are, and they might just be leaving towards to another country. And this is going to be giving you some kind of you will get very careful now about your health. You'll be focusing more on your health with Sun in the 6th house. So this is good for the authoritative figure that you are, to get that goal that you have set, and the work that you are doing. You'll be getting that achievement is going to be there. Also, it is good for organizing everything. It is also good for your health. It is going to bring about, because 6th house transit of Sun is definitely very good for your health, and get into that zone where you are going to be doing some rituals, performing some religious activities. And Sun is Dhanvantri, so worship Lord Dhanvantri also when it is in the 6th house zone. And that will actually elevate you in financials also, because of worshipping Sun God. It's a very positive time for you, because Sun is also your 9th lord after all. 9th lord in the 10th from itself. So you're going to be expanding at the workplace also. Some government related job you'll be finding, and you'll be at it. The competition success that you're looking for, you'll be getting that as well, because it's 10 places away from the Leo sign, which is in the 9th house. So luck is by your side for sure at the workplace. It's going to be giving you thank you so much, May. Did your son get wanted? He wanted. Yeah. Sure. Definitely. Thank you, May. Thank you. I'm done for Sagittarius, so I would just take a break for a while. Yes, thank you so much for your prayers for my father and my family and my son. And soon I will be coming up with the news also. I will be sharing over here. And thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I always thank you all for your support. And I always share, whatever is going on in my life, especially the negatives, so that at least, negatives and positives also, the good news also I always share. But yeah, when it's, the lean phase, I need you all more, isn't it? So thank you so much. My father is also better. And He was in the hospital for nearly a month. Now he's much better. So all because of your prayers, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you, May. You asked that. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, and fifth houses this week, and it's forming a straight connection with the, Mars. Mars is in the trine, so you have to take care of your siblings' health, and they are becoming very aggressive. Also, maybe you're sending them off to another place, you're splitting, or there is a possibility of a change coming into your siblings' life, and they are going to go overseas. Maybe for further studies. It's not a good time for your relationship with your partner. Just lie low, I would suggest. Don't see, splitting is very easy. Moving away from a relationship is not the solution. Remember, it is very easy. Divorces are happening left, right, and center. But whosoever comes to me, I always say, if it has to happen, it will happen for sure. You will separate. Let it happen naturally, because what happens. We are with those people with whom we have to quit our karma. Now, Mars is in the seventh house, looking at the Saturn in the eighth house from there. So it is not a good time for your partner's health also. Partner, and, in your relationship, you're having a lot of issues also, because the sixth Lord from the seventh has a Rahu-Jupiter combination. It means the Lord has a Jupiter-Rahu combination. So there will be a confused state of mind in relationship for you. So you don't make hasty decisions right now, especially till the time Mars is in your seventh house. This might bring about a lot of complications in relationship also. Relationship just not with your partner, with your siblings, with your mother, with your father. You have to be really very calm. With your bosses, as a matter of fact, your superiors, you will have a lot of grudge. You will have a lot of tug of war in your relationship and your mental setup, whether I should be there for the work, or I should spend time with my family. All of that is also going to be taking a toll. So the best remedy that I can give you is just keep rice, sugar, milk, anything by your bedside. New moon is the time, so it starts on the 18th of May night, and 19th May night it ends. So please keep by your bedside. So as per your time zone, it is going to be, it's going to be the same, 18th, 19th only. So just keep it by your bedside in the night, and then give it away to somebody who needs in the morning, who's needy, okay? The underprivileged, or anybody, you feel that you can, help out with. So something, which this will actually, this helps, in a way that, the cycle is actually, balanced when we give something to others. This is just an expression. We think that, if we give somebody, we start expecting that we will get the results now. Oh wow, we'll be if I share with you all, that I'm going through something, it doesn't mean that I'm expecting everything to get all right because I shared with you and you people did in turn. It's just that connection. Don't expect anything from anyone. Just give it away and just forget it. It's just a balancing impact that God wants. Donations is what balancing. You have something in abundance and you're just sharing with somebody who doesn't. That's what is donations about. And that's the best thing to do. If somebody who has to get it from you will get it any which ways, So that's a cycle that God has already, made. So we are just a nobody. So if you have to do something, you will definitely find the way out also to give somebody, whatever you want to, the donations, as I said. Okay. That's why, that's the reason I always follow the donation part, as a remedy. Donate to strengthen the weak planets always. So that works. That definitely works, rather than doing the homam and all that. That is required when you can't change certain things. So then you do it. But surely this will give you a lot of peace if you will do it. And Ketu is in your 10th house, so change of boss is going to be bosses, colleagues, they're just, parting ways, or they're changing. All of that is also quite possible. Thankfully, Jupiter is there in your 4th house. So purchasing of property, land, etc., you can also think of doing so as well. Any kind of change of place for your student, for the student natives, for children, that's also quite possible. Take care of your health, and you will be getting the relief, because Venus, the Sanjeevani, is passing through your 6th house. So it is going to give you some relief. Workload is going to increase this week also. And just don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. Don't waste your time. Eat right kind of food. Don't eat cold food, because Saturn is transiting your 2nd house. You might be pushed or forced to have cold food, or, stale food also, it's said. So take care. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses this week. And it's going to be giving a lot of energy to you because of your expression, your speech, how you are pacifying others. Maybe, you are going to be helpful by your expression, by your conveying something to somebody, just pacifying somebody who's suffering. You're just pacifying them by your expression, by your speech, by your communication, because 2nd house is Moon. Moon exalts there. That's a place where Moon exalts. So you will be eating something in sweet, something to do with liquids, milk, or you will be having some milk products also during the 15th and the 16th. So that's a good remedy also. You should do that. Moon will be transiting through your 3rd house. So some short journeys on cards. Maybe there is some confused state of mind also, about your mental setup. You can be having some complications with your brother, with your sister, with your sibling, as a matter of fact, because 6th house has any which ways, Mars transit. So from 3rd, 4th house, is the 6th house. So this might bring about some complication to your siblings, or it can bring about some irritability also amongst each other. So take care. You can have complications with your uncle, your aunt, your relatives. Maybe they visit you and you're feeling quite uneasy during this week. And then there is a new moon, which is in your 4th house. So this is also a good time for starting something new, maybe change of place. Saturn is, as it is looking at your 10th house. So you change your job when Saturn looks at your 10th house or 7th house. Get married. If at all you're looking for a marriage proposal, Jupiter is also looking at the 7th house. Saturn is looking. So this is going to trigger the relationship. Depending on your personal chart, please, you must understand. Somebody told me that it's not happening. It didn't happen when Saturn was transiting through the Capricorn sign for Cancer natives, and Jupiter was also there in Capricorn. It doesn't imply to everybody straight away, because these are rules which are very general rules, and everybody's chart is different. Maybe there is affliction in your Cancer sign, there's affliction in your Capricorn sign, or there is in trine to that, there is some affliction also. Aspect is there. Affliction is bigger than the placement. Remember, transit comes very late. If there is a basic promise of marriage, you will get married. When you'll get married? When the Dasha comes in. When will you get married? When the transit triggers the Dasha. Excuse me, just give me a moment. I'll drink water. Last time I couldn't. One second. So you see, there is a possibility of marriage because Saturn and Jupiter are looking at Leo sign right now. So there is a possibility, if at all you have a promise of that. Okay. So Rahu is also looking, don't forget, it's also in the trine to your 7th and 11th house. So there will be some confused state of mind also, whether to get married or not. You're in two minds at the moment. And with your friends also, you're having some kind of relationship issues. You're not able to maybe, get that kind of chemistry and bonding. Also, it is it's a time when you're not having that kind of clarity about your investments, where to park your funds, how to go about your, stocks, shares, crypto, etc. You're involved in. So this is going to be giving you some kind of lack of clarity also. So you have to work through all of these. And there is a complication while travels. You have to be careful about your journeys. And also this can bring about some changes in your education, maybe you're going to be enhancing and uplifting yourself, in your skills. This might bring about some changes, from one place to another. There is a possibility of getting involved in a relationship, because Venus is transiting your fifth house. So you should actually help some girl to get married, because Venus, when transits the fifth house of Purva Punya, you should do for the girls who are, maybe educate them or help them in education. Just do an online thing, and help them, teach them. That is also a very positive time. And Mars is transiting your sixth house. As I said, take care of your health and take care of your litigation, loans, etc. Don't get involved in any kind of court cases, legal battles right now. Not a good time for doing so. Okay, any kind of PR, visa, etc. that you will be successful about. Okay, you'll be successful there in those areas. This is a good time. Short journeys also on cards. Coming to the next sign, that is the last one, Pisces. So for Pisces natives, moon is going to be transiting through your first, second, third houses this week. And you will be very, it's a cycle which is beginning now, with moon coming out of your 12th and transiting your first. So this is a very beautiful time to understand what you really want. You're going to be very, very innovative. You're going to be very flexible right now about what exactly do you want. And this is also a good time for initiating things related to your work, related to your partner, relationship. All of that is going to trigger up. Take care of your health, because Rahu is in your second house. So it might just bring about deviation from your speech. You're just saying something, feeling something. People are not able to understand your voice, or there is some complication in your voice. Or maybe, you have gone through a surgical process and you're not able to talk. That is also one of the ways to look at the second house position. So when moon transits there, so it might just trigger all of those things even more. You might just eat some sweets and have a stomach problems, some indigestion is also indicated. Take care of your lower abdominal region. Sun and moon are going to be conjunct your third house. That's happening on the 19th, 20th, and 21st in your third house. So short journeys on cards, communication with people, is going to be uplifting you. You're going to be very courageous and bold in making decisions about your financials now. You're going to be making decision of proposing to that person you have been dating. So this will bring about all that courage also in you. Mars is in trine to your first house, your ninth house. So this might bring about for student natives some change of place, or maybe they are thinking of higher studies, because it's after all the ninth lord Mars in the fifth house. So you will be making some impulsive decisions also, which might just backfire. You have to pick and choose very carefully. Don't make decisions hastily. This is not the time to do so. Venus is transiting your Kendra, good for purchasing a vehicle. If you want to go in for any kind of change of place, leaving your country, city, etc., and moving to another one, that's a good idea. You can do so as well. In case you have anything to do with your litigation, loans, any kind of health issues, you have to just be cautious. You have to go to another doctor. Maybe you have to change the line of treatment also. Quite possible that you're going to be taking the help of your father or your siblings, or some relatives, who are going to be helping you out with this problem that you're going through. Maybe you will take some loans also, or maybe you'll be getting involved in the repayment, or you are able to repay your loans also. Somebody is in the hospital, you're going to be spending there, you're going to be looking after that person this week. So take care of all of that and things will be getting better. Okay, somebody is asking a question. Let me see. You can just ask a few questions if you really want to. I might just help you out with the answers. AK is asking for Scorpio Ascendant. You are saying separation of spouse because of Saturn-Mars placement. I have the same placement in my birth chart. So same placement means at the same place, is it? It's going to be, let me see. What you're saying is, okay, one sec. Scorpio sign, yeah. See, Saturn is looking at your sixth house. Thankfully, Jupiter is there, so this is not going to happen. No. So will I never find my life partner? No, it's not so. See, Saturn is looking at your Saturn is in the 4th house, Mars is looking at that place. Okay, so this is not going to be a bad transit for you as far as your relationship is concerned. If you're single, you will be getting, all that has to trigger up only when Rahu and Jupiter, when Jupiter transits your 7th house, that is the time you will be finding your partner, because 7th house has to get activated when you're looking for a potential partner. All right, so I think this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. And you will have a great week ahead, I'm sure. And I'll be traveling, so that's the reason I did it today. And I'm still, on the way to move. So that's the reason I quickly did the video. So stay blessed, everyone. And thanks for all your support always. Stay blessed.